Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Underground stream. I can't remember if we did one. Yeah, we did one last week, right? I can't remember. Everything's just like a blur lately. It's just been crazy hours working, doing all sorts of stuff. But I'm happy that we're here now. And yeah, we're going to get into some cool stuff, some fun stuff. I'm really happy that the Mario movie is doing well so far. Yeah, this is kind of
Take
glorious.
that, Chris.
We told them, hold your horses, because Chris was really ready to go off on this thing. He's like,
was.
no, the commercial says everything, and blah, blah, blah. But it worked for what the story is, and there was a reason for it. There's a reason why Peach is a little more prominent in certain spots, but she's not a Mary Sue. I know it's the one thing that they were all saying too. She's not, and it was more to have a connection with Mario and her. So this movie kind of builds their relationship a bit, but the Mario and Luigi aspects, fantastic. I'm not going to give spoilers and stuff in here. We're not talking about that yet. That's going to be tomorrow night on ETEP stream. We'll get in depth with all that, but yeah, this played up to all the great stuff that you're going to want to see in that type of a movie. It is a kids movie. It's a family movie, and it is about the brothers, and you could actually see the brotherly love and all that good stuff. Like, it's a very wholesome movie, and I know Disney's infuriated. They paid their shills over on Rotten Tomatoes to try to give it bad reviews. Like the so-called movie critics, they gave it like a 54 or something on Rotten Tomatoes, but the fan score was like at a 96, nearly perfect. So
Awesome.
I thought that was hilarious. And yeah, that movie, it will hit $1 billion. It will. It's too good, and it's already crushing. The numbers are fantastic. I think they said it looks like it's going to be. They thought it was going to be like 140, but it's not going to be 140. It looks like it's actually going to be closer to 160, maybe even 170, depending.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to drop Tony a link. Yeah, there you go, Tony. Sent you the link. Come on in, brother. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this do really great, because they could do so many spin-off things. The characters are so well done. The actors did a great job. A lot of people bitched about the voice stuff. I'll say right now, he does do the voice in the movie. He does it during the commercial for the film. It's their plumbing commercial, and they make a comment to it, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you think, Lou? Do you think the accent was too much?" And he's like, "No, it's great, Mario. It's perfect. It works for what we got to do." And it was a marketing tool, so it made sense for why it's there. There's also a cameo from the original voice actor for Mario is in there.
Very cool.
They checked off all the boxes. But again, it is a beautiful world what they built here, and where they're going with it. Yeah, my hat goes off to them all the way. I'll leave Mario back up for a bit. Let me say a quick hello to everyone out there in the chat. Samba Gogo was the first one in here. It's me, Vinnieart. Aye. That was racist towards Italians. No. I made the joke too. I think they did the Italian family better in Super Mario's than they did in The Sopranos. It was more realistic.
Cool.
I'm saying that as this is a cartoon movie, just to say how badly I hated The Sopranos. Awful. But Lion Ratton, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. Keely's here. Tina was saying hi to people. Papa Khan, what's up, man? He's saying hello to all of us. Tony, I sent you the link, so hop on in. Toy Mafia, what's up? Actually, let me pull up. I'll pull up the thing that I made here for the stream. That way we give someone something extra for people to look at, because there was another topic too we'll be hitting. There's Tony. Hey,
what up?
How you doing?
Good. Hey Tina. Hey Draven. How are you?
Very well. How are you doing?
Good. Better now that I went and saw Mario. I think the world's a little better.
Right.
So is it true that you have to know a lot of the Mario lore in order to enjoy the movie? That's one piece of feedback I had heard. Oh, okay. No, that's good. I thought that would be kind of silly. So
Yeah, no,
Yeah, don't trust Grace Randolph.
just the car.
Well, she was talking about she had to Google if it was a normal thing for Bowser to try to kidnap the princess and take over the kingdom. Like,
Wow.
What was
So
that, a Me Too movement or what?
I think these are people who had no childhood.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
Wow.
Because, I mean, anyone or everyone have at least tried this game at some point in their lives or seen it somewhere, or their kids have played it or something along those lines. You cannot be completely oblivious to this character or this world. I think it's a little hard to find people along those
Chris
lines.
was trying to he's like, well, the original thing is, it's like, yeah, but they're not really going for that. And the trailer kind of like shows you they're not going for the original damsel in distress trope.
well,
and that's fine because the later games don't do that anyway.
Yeah, we're not doing full spoilers here. We're going to be doing it on ETAPS, but
yeah,
Tony and I both saw this movie, and the story makes sense, correct?
Mm-hmm.
it does. And, you know, do you mind me saying real quick, my, another friend of mine who went and saw it, Sal from 2 Cents Toys, he kind of mentioned it too, like, without getting into spoilers or anything, you know, it's made abundant in the movie that Mario and Luigi are close. They're brothers. So when it comes to Luigi kind of getting kidnapped, that is Mario's motivation. It's not like he gets sent into the Mushroom Kingdom and he's like, well, I want to go home. I want to go home. That was never made clear. So it actually kind of means more for him to want to get his brother back compared to if Peach got kidnapped and they're like, well, we'll send you home if you can rescue our princess. Like, they were just meeting. There was no emotional attachment there.
Yep. And that's what I was saying too. This movie makes sense because you're showing that they're building a relationship in this movie kind of for him and Peach. Like it's making sense why they're starting to connect. But overall, yeah, it's Mario's drive. He wants to save his brother. He's someone that they established from the beginning of the movie. He's a fighter. He doesn't give up. And that's a good message for kids. You have the family aspect in here, which they nailed. It was perfect. You know, like I said earlier, the brotherly love, it's there. It makes sense to the story. The worlds that they built were great. Jack Black as Bowser was fantastic. He even put some of his Jack Black shit in there, but it worked. It worked. It wasn't painful or anything. It was actually a lot of fun. What's up, Trina? How you doing? Hope all is well. I'll ignore this comment.
I loved, speaking of The Sopranos, I love that you got to meet the family in this movie, you know, like they had,
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I did get to meet Gandolfini and a couple other people. Yeah, back in the day. I'll say one thing. James Gandolfini is he was a fantastic individual. One of the kindest people I've ever met. Something stupid happened when we did meet him, and he brushed it off like it was nothing. Literally, I mean, we'll tell the story anyway. But me and one of my other brothers, we were living in New York at the time. They were filming, I think, season 5 or 6. It's the one that had what's his name in there, Mr. Pink. Why can't I think of his name right now? I play it all the time. I'll play it again for you guys. Wow, he Crazy Eyes and all those other movies. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Maybe. See, I saw The Sopranos once, but I kind of binge watch, so you kind of lose track of which season.
Right here from Reservoir Dogs.
I'm the only professional. Guys who act like a bunch of
pistachio ice cream.
Always think they're gonna.
Oh, that shoot, that's not Rabisi. That's
Buscemi.
Buscemi, yeah.
Steve Buscemi. That's it. Yeah, I got to meet him. James Gandolfini, Paulie Walnuts, and Mike Imperioli, the Spider Dance from Goodfellas. There, they were all fun. They were entertaining. 2 of them were kind of making a scene so that more people would, because it was a little bit of a crowd that happened. They were filming by a cemetery, and we were on the outside part of it. They had all the trailers set up, and James Gandolfini was coming up. They had his stand, and his double was there first, and they didn't think he was there. So the other 2 come out and they're talking and, you know, BSing with the crowd, and people are loving it and they're doing jokes and signing shit. And then they had Steve Buscemi came up on the side, and then James Gandolfini. And because it was kind of raining out a little bit, I told my brother, pop the umbrella. So it shielded him. So people didn't really see who we were talking to. And we were having a good conversation with him. And then we asked, "Can we take a photo?" And he goes, "Yeah, go ahead, take it." But he was still walking. He stepped in a pothole up to the ankle, foot completely submerged in water. And he goes, "Did you get it?" And we're like, "No." And like we even showed him. It's like, your head was down. And he goes, "Oh." He grabs his assistant. He goes, "We'll take it again," with the biggest smile on his face, like nothing had happened. Anybody else would have been like, "Dude, did you see what you guys just made me do?" They would flip out like that. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. And then we talked a little bit about, what we do for a living or whatever. And, he was cool. We shook his hands, gave him business cards, and he went in his trailer. So, really cool dude. Really cool. So, God rest his soul. But going back to this thing though, holy crap, Brooklyn looked amazing. Like Tony was saying, the family stuff in here was good. It was fun. It made sense. They even have like a little cameo from another game Mario's playing, which was, I believe, Kid Icarus.
Yeah,
nice.
From me back in the day. I'm like, they have a lot of good little nods here and there, and it was just overall so much fun. And those scenes like with the water and stuff were incredible.
Yeah. I think Jeremy Johns mentioned that he's got like the water standard, basically. He judges CGI and off of, in graphics and games and stuff off of how good the water looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is a good way to tell.
Yeah, that is true. Beautiful stuff in this. I can understand why it took them 7 years to make this. Granted, Nintendo were like, change up this and that. We're kind of aware of that, but at the same time, it all worked. They did a great job, and everyone's kind of eager for sequels and spinoffs because they could do that easily with any of these characters.
Yep.
So,
and the way they were able to incorporate so many elements of the game into the actual story, because most people aren't that creative when it comes to video game movies, and Sonic did a pretty good job at that as well, but Nintendo kind of took it to another level compared to, most movies based off video games. I mean, they just go so far off from the source material,
Yeah.
But this was like, it was rewarding.
It was, because it was fun. They did a good job with it. Brian, what's up, man? How you doing?
That's how I felt about Detective Pikachu. I thought that was pretty spot on with like the world of Pokemon and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll say one thing. I haven't seen that. I have not seen either of the Sonic movies either. So there's some stuff I just like. I don't know. Maybe if they were on TV, I might catch them. But this took a lot for me to go see it in the theater. And Papa Cotton kind of made this point as well. It was the fact that everyone's fawning over a children's cartoon movie is a testament to today's theatrical offerings from Hollywood. Movies suck. For the most part, you are 100% correct on that. I saw John Wick 4. That love was that awesome. Movie. That was good. So damn good.
Yeah, it was.
We talked about John Wick on one of my other streams, I think 2 weeks ago. That was amazing. I'm looking forward to the Pope's Exorcist. I think that'll probably be really good.
Evil Dead Rises is coming out. I want to see that.
Evil Dead Rises looks really good.
It does.
I had no problem with any of their movies. I love them all, even that kind of reimagined thing that they did. It all worked. TV series, I think, was the best, though. The original movies were great. I don't know. There's something about continuing his story, which was fantastic. And we got 3 awesome seasons. And Sisu, they have a release date finally. It's going to be this month.
Oh, really? Jeez, that quick?
Yeah, the makers of John Wick. It's just an onslaught of Yahtzees being just obliterated. It looks so good. That's going to be on the 28th. So the 28th of this month. Sisu. So get ready, folks. That's going to be badass. If you don't know what that is, look it up. You guys are going to thank me later. It's I guess that's the new big franchise or something that the makers of John Wick are kind of working on right now. I don't know if it's going to be a full franchise or just one movie, but either way, it looks amazing. So yeah, check all that out. So there are some things coming down the pipeline, but I gotta say, yeah, for a cartoon movie, it wasn't something I'm like, yeah, I'll go see it. Definitely, it was like I was leaning more towards it when I heard that there were good reviews coming out from actual people that I respect. I'm like, oh, all right, maybe I'll give it a shot, and I'm happy I did. This movie was a ton of fun. It doesn't have to be, you know. Again, I don't know what other people were looking for, to be honest. You had everything in here: Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, the Mario Karts. Dude, you see all like pretty much like all the kingdoms. It's incredible. So you guys will dig it. And again, this movie is tracking so damn well right now.
It's like 150 million or whatever just in 2 days.
Yeah, when it was first coming out, they estimated it'll be over 100 million. Then the number jumped up to about 141. They were saying now it looks like it's about 160, inching towards 170 million just for domestic.
Wow.
Worldwide,
That's amazing.
I think it's well worth it. Worldwide, I think they said it's at about 120, but it didn't even open up in the Asian markets yet. So yeah, this thing is going to explode. Yeah. And again, that's why. Oh, that's what I was saying. The people who are reviewing the movies, they're the ones being paid off by ABC and other stuff like that, Disney basically.
Yeah.
And they're trying to tank the reviews. And this is funny. Etep brought it up on one of his videos. You can check that out too. The Place to Be reviews. He did a great one, and it showed Rotten Tomatoes of 54 from critics, and the fans had it at a 96.
Yeah.
So I think that says everything right there.
Well, think about it. Within a year, Disney went from not having any real competition to Nintendo opening Super Nintendo Land, which now competes at the park level. And a lot of people are interested in Super Nintendo Land. I mean, I think they're already working on a Donkey Kong expansion for one of them. But now they come out with this movie. So with their theme park and now one movie, they've got Disney nervous enough to call in their Praetorian Guard and the movie critics.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. Because all their stuff, what did they have? The last 3 movies flopped. You had Buzz Lightyear lost like $200 million. Ant-Man lost $150 million. There was another one too. I can't think off the top of my head. But I know there was at least 3 movies that did piss poor, and they're scrambling now. And for one of their big animated movies to flop, that hit them hard. But again, there's no agenda in here. When you put agenda in these movies for kids, what are you expecting? Families don't want to see that stuff. Nope. I saw it leaked, the Into the Spider-Verse, the sequel, whatever that is, Dimensions, or I don't know what the hell it's called. They have a trans flag in someone's bedroom. They have. Oh,
yeah, I've seen that.
They have a female Spider-Man character who's the size of the Hulk. It looks like a refrigerator with a metal cable arm or something, and they're saying that's Spider-Woman. Nobody wants to see stuff like that. So from being a movie that broke $1 billion, got an Oscar and all that, I'm very curious to see what this sequel is going to end up doing. Holy crap.
Yeah, because that's what they'll do a lot of the time, too, is kind of tell you just normal, good story at first. Then once they have people hooked, they'll come back. And TV shows, too. TV movies, they'll come back in the sequel or the next season, and then they start introducing the agenda.
Yep. They can't help themselves. These people are all nut jobs.
It also helps that Mario is like a cultural icon, like almost as big, if not bigger, than the mouse. So
he surpassed the mouse in Spider-Man. They said he is because of this movie, he's the #1 most recognized character. Oh, by the way, Brian, if you're still in the chat, I mean, we're only going to be going like another 40 minutes or so. So if you want to pop in, though, there's the link. I sent it to you, buddy. Brian's always got good commentary on stuff too. Good dude. But excellent stuff. Absolutely. Happy that this is going well. It's got good reception going on here. Here's the other thing I thought was hilarious. You'll notice we have Robert Downey Jr. here. Oh my God. I guess the white girls who had no idea about Tropic Thunder, because when the movie came out, they were like preteen. Now they're watching all these memes and stuff coming up, and people are showing clips, and they go, "What the hell is this?" White girls are trying to cancel Robert Downey Jr. for playing this character. I couldn't stop laughing.
Didn't they try to cancel him like a while back for this? Maybe like a year or two ago for this too?
It was either him or it was the writer of the movie.
They keep trying. It's not sticking. And here's the funny thing, and how I know that it's all BS. All this is social media trying to basically, it's like they're paying these shills to attack and do all this crap. Because I put up a short of the whole retard speech that he has with Ben Stiller's character. Never go full retard, all that stuff. And it's just a minute. I had to edit out some parts of it because, to fit it in properly. And people loved it. It kind of went viral, and I kind of did. But the comments I had over about 1,000 or so, maybe more comments on this. And about 1% had a problem. And out of that 1% of the people who were commenting, they didn't even take shots at him. It was more like they were kind of happy he didn't win the Oscar because, winning an Oscar for doing blackface is bad. That's what their complaint was. Everybody else loved it. I had comment after comment saying, I'm black, and he did a better job of playing a black man than most actors. This is amazing. His makeup was not cartoonish. Everything about it worked. It was funny. And I said, well, here's the big kicker on this movie. People seem to forget. It was a satire on Hollywood and pretentious actors. That's what the movie was. So a guy who could not get out of his method acting, he went as far as to try to dye his pigment a darker color. The whole everything about it was hilarious because it made fun of, again, celebrity, and it made fun of Hollywood for being just so about themselves and so wrapped up in themselves. The character he played, I think it was like, what did he win? Like 13 or 14 Oscars in the movie? Like
something like it.
Yeah, it shows you how ridiculous and over the top. So as almost like a social experiment, I thought it was kind of hilarious that all these people who were commenting, and I had like about 1% that had to say something, and it wasn't even anything evil or horrible or anything of that nature. So it shows you Twitter and all these other dumb social media places that they're trying to do this. They're trying to cancel him. It's all BS. It's even more proof, at least in my eyes, it's more proof that they're basically paid shills and bots doing this stuff. So I thought that was interesting. What's up, Sentinel? How you doing, man? Robert Downey Jr. And the film is hilarious. It made fun of Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, they made fun of everyone in that movie. Robert De Niro's, the guys put on like 100 and something pounds to play Capone and all these other roles. And, dude, they made fun of all that stuff. And that's what was great about it. How you doing, Stig? How you doing, man?
Hey.
We're hanging in there. There's some stupidity here and there, but there always is because the internet is what it is. Speaking of stupid people, there's something I saw recently that really kind of turned my stomach. These e-thoughts and other quote-unquote comic book creators going on someone's stream, attacking, stalking, and doing like a 4 or 5 hour stream on another comic book creator who had zero interaction with these people. One was used to stream with me and was on streams with him and never had an issue. Everything was always fine. But, I guess for that smell of an extra dollar, or they're told to go do something to get in someone else's good graces, they're willing to throw anyone under the bus. I am so disgusted by these type of people. They have no face. They have no spine, no backbone whatsoever. The shit that they do is unimaginable. It's beyond evil. And the ones who were on this stream who did know who he was also knew that this creator went through some very horrible stuff last year and was pushed to a very dangerous point because of stalking and harassment. And they continue to do this. That's demented. So tell me what's different between like Mark Wade attacking your boy Zach and doing torturous interference and personal attacks on him and his family. What's the difference between what he did and what a lot of these shitty groups are doing now? This is really, I mean, I don't know. There's a reason why I think the fandoms are falling apart completely, why no one's supporting independent creators anymore, or they're doing it in a very small number. It's because of shit like that. It's disgusting. But I thought I'd get it out there, let you guys know too. Don't worry, that creator defended themselves and slapped them in the face with facts. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to do their EFAP streams and all this other weird sick shit. But I'm just saying it. You guys know me as a trusted creator. I've delivered every single one of my projects. I've done it on time at the highest quality by myself. So when I'm speaking highly of someone, it's because I actually know that person in real life, not just on the internet and not the bullshit games that these people play. It's really twisted. So anyone who is watching this, who's seen this shit or you're getting off on it, you guys are sick. And the people who actually, they can sympathize and they're disgusted by that stuff too, congratulations, you're a good person. But yeah, it's unbelievable. How you doing, Samba Gogo? Hope all is well. Dark Side, how you doing, man? Marinus is awesome. He's another good creator. But yeah, so it hits a nerve for sure, because it's people who claim they didn't want any type of drama, they hate it and blah blah blah, and they're sitting there on a 4-hour stream dogpiling an innocent person. It's to me, it's just really, talk about hypocritical, fucking disgusting. But you know, let's
the bigger person isn't doing exactly what you said, dogpiling. Like, even just for the sake of, let's say someone does you dirty, like the bigger person just moves on. You know, they don't have to sit there and validate their opinions with others for hours on end. You know, that's not that's not what like the movement was supposed to be about originally, you know, and that's what it kind of devolves into.
Exactly.
And like, yeah, you just know better than the people you call out when you fucking sit there and do the same thing as them, the mainstream or whoever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Brian said it perfectly. Yeah. Human souls come cheap. Apparently they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I've streamed with a couple of those people too from time to time in the past. And now I feel dirty that I ever did. It's really disgusting what they would do. You know,
they talk about that hit of dopamine that hits your brain when you get like a reaction on your social media posts, and it's the same thing. It's why these people will do anything for more subs, which is really what's driving a lot of this crap, is they're so concerned about sub count. It's like they're just little dopamine fiends.
Yeah. It is. It's gross. It's gross.
Yeah.
They get high and drunk on streams, and then they sit there and they have like these, they just dogpile and attack innocent people, and they do shit that's worse than the mainstream. You know, when you're stalking people and you're sending individuals to or paying people to go attack someone's home and shit, that is, yeah, that's demented. How does that help the independent scene? How does that help comic books? And if you don't like somebody, you just stay the hell away from them. It's a very simple thing. If you had an argument with somebody in high school or something, are you hunting them down and looking for them and you want to destroy their lives or their livelihood? No. You move on.
Stig hit the nail on the coffin.
Oh, what did he say? Which one are we looking at here?
His second to last comment. It was at 5:35.
Most people switch takes right after monetization. Yep.
The one before that explain is the lead into that.
Yeah. There was never much of a movement. That's also correct. The movement was a hashtag people use and abuse as a springboard to get YouTube channels monetized. 100%. And that's the sad fact of it. You know, I never shook anyone down for that type of stuff. When I got monetized, I'm like, I don't care. If you want to send super chats, awesome. I appreciate it. I'm not hounding you for it. I'm not saying, I missed your chat, so I could only see him with the super chats. When you do shit like that, you're lying in people's face.
Mm.
You know, it's about the grift. It's about other scummy shit, and that's what I can't stand. That's why, like, I've called out a lot of these bigger YouTubers for that, for the hypocrisy. The ones who are they scream boycott at the top of their lungs, and then they consume every single thing from those companies that they're trying to boycott. Well, then that's not how a boycott works. So get over yourselves.
And some of them will use the chat is moving so fast. It's like there's a way to stop it from moving fast. It's called you can put the chat in slow mode and make things a little more easier on yourself, and
or
still
if you
be able to reply to everybody.
Yeah, and if you go to scroll, here's another thing that people might not know. If you scroll in the StreamYards, it stops wherever you stop it. So you could go back and look at things. So they're liars. Sometimes when I miss things, it's because we're having a good conversation. I'm engaged with a lot of the people that are on the panel. I'll try to catch some stuff on the side, but yeah, it's pretty insane, you know. But anyway, that's a whole other topic altogether. But yeah, that's why we say try to be good to one another, because this is a lot of bullshit. A lot of people are just doing that. They're lying in your face. There's a reason why books are 3 to 5 years late. There's reasons why you got plagiarists all over the place, and they're scrambling to get shit done just to get that quick buck. It's gross. It's absolutely gross. You know, I know, again, the people I have on my streams and my panels, they're good people. We work hard. We get stuff out on time. And we want to hang out with one another. You know, there's genuine friendship amongst people that are over here. On those other ones, you could tell that it's all BS. That's why they can't have proper conversations. That's why they get drunk and start to attack people, because they don't have anything. They're soulless. They're faceless. You got one of them who had a voice actor on who is known for groping kids at freaking conventions and stuff. And he's sitting there dropping the camera in his lap with no pants on. And those are the people who are attacking somebody else and calling someone else an unfit father. Get your head checked. You know, this is just disgusting. But anyway,
but it always gets swept under the rug. That's the problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like, I can't stand when people try to dogpile, especially someone who's already been attacked to a really dangerous point. And they're still doing it. They stopped for a short time. Why are they doing it now? Because he's about to release another project. He makes them look bad. And that's what they can't stand. It's ridiculous. The lovely Sherry's in the house. How you doing, Sherry? We got Tommy. I know he's got some internet problems, so that's why he didn't pop in yet. But yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff. But you know,
well, I can tell you the number of times that I've been told, even by smaller channel hosts, that you purposely don't highlight people's comments because that forces them to super chat. And I'm like, there's 12 people. I mean, come on. If you're not engaging with the 12 people following you, then what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the grift. It's that extra buck that they need to have in their pocket. It's so stupid. Over here, like, if you want to send it, what do? We do like a reward. We play a super chat bumper to make people laugh. You know, Pep does it. I do it. A bunch of us do, because you know, there's ways to give people a little bit something extra. You know, make it fun. But we play a lot of these crazy things anyway, just because it is fun. It's great.
It's also interesting that you have all smaller creators fulfilling quicker than you have a larger creator, which makes no sense. Like, you would think that the person that's the larger creator and getting in more money would be able to fulfill quicker.
One would think, but it's not that way, because they don't want to pay people to do extra stuff. They don't want to work themselves. He literally said it on that big stupid stream from a clip that I saw online. That he said, they give you $1 million and you don't have to work for 3 years. Oh, really? Is that how that works? Not, we should be getting out quality projects at a timely pace for people. Or if you run a campaign, you try to get it done as quickly as possible and then to the best of your ability, so that fans could have something in their hands and not wait, years, or it's probably going to end up being decades on the next one, huh? Hilarious.
Especially if you want to be an alternative to the mainstream. You need to have the turnaround.
That was gaslighting. That was never the goal for these people. Nope. It was a retirement for them. That's what that shit was.
But to be an alternative, that's what needs to happen. You need to have that return quicker because you need to keep up with what the mainstream is doing.
Yeah, but again, no one wants to do it the proper way. A lot of us and the ones who've been on my streams, we help each other out. We try to get, Chris, he got me hooked up with the people who do like the acrylic standees. I've told tons of people about my printers, and we try to help each other out in the best way that we could because we want to see better quality. A lot of us have been, backers as well of projects. I cut everything down. I'm only backing the people that I know deliver, and the people that I stream with is kind of pretty much what I've done. Or if it's someone who is not connected to any of the internet shit, none of that stuff. There's been a couple of projects I got where I was pretty amazed. This one guy, his name is Max Smith. He did that book Scurry, which it looked almost like the Secret of Nim type stuff. It's just, a post-apocalyptic world, but it's just like the mice and stuff like running around. It looks like a painted animated movie. It's incredible.
Oh, nice.
And that's someone who he did it by himself. He's not near any of this internet bullshit. He just he rocked it. A hardcover book, slipcase, the works. This campaign did amazing. I think he did like $500,000 or something. But again, quality's there. He's a person. I don't know what his political views are. I never will because the guy doesn't put stuff like that out there. There's ways of being professional, and most of these people, they aren't. They do anything for shock value. They'll throw, like I said, they throw their own mother under a bus to pick up a penny. It's ridiculous. But that's what the landscape turned into. So when they're all scratching their head, how come things aren't working? Why did thousands of people leave the crowdfunding websites? Oh, there's your reason. So Marinus, he had gotten that as well. Yeah, Scurry was so good. Yeah, it was on Kickstarter, Indiegogo. I think he put it on Amazon too at one point. But again, there's beautiful stuff out there. How you doing, man? Oh, we got another Chris in the house. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, not too bad. How about yourself?
Hey.
Finally glad the weekend is here.
Yeah, right. You got to make some time to watch this movie, by the way.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to come on stream or get it free or something. I'm not interested.
But it was damn good. It was damn good. The story makes sense. Well, I'll tell you right now, from a writer's perspective and what they did. Makes sense.
Yeah. I've watched a couple of reviews. I'm still the Overton window is moved, and I don't support that. So,
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, I don't recall Luigi ever being held captive in the first game. So,
well, they didn't do the first game.
Why did they call it this first game?
We're going to be breaking into it on ETEP stream tomorrow. But from the story that they told here, it was perfect. Nintendo stepping in and making sure that they did things right. You could see that there. She's not a Mary Sue. The reason what they did in there was to build actual something. Like they want to start to build some kind of relationship off those characters. Because him getting to that place, it wouldn't make sense for him to just run and go save this princess. None of it would have really worked properly. For what they did, it worked. I'll say
to me, it sounds like this is a prequel to the first game. Like the next game could potentially be where she's the damsel and
you think they'll allow that?
Well,
no.
No, I think it's very possible. Tony,
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
Tony and I saw it. Tony, what do you think?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, one angle that I didn't really consider until a buddy of mine went and saw it, it all comes down to Mario's motivation. Him and Luigi are brothers and they're best friends. They do everything together. So when he, goes to where he goes, the Mushroom Kingdom, he never really conveys, like, I just want to go home or any, and that's how they would have had to have played it as far as Peach getting kidnapped, is if you save our princess, we'll send you back home. But for his brother, it just made sense. He's like, I've got to save Luigi, and without getting too spoily, there was a lot of like brotherly love in this. Like Grace Randolph compared it to Frozen if they didn't do the homework or whatever. But before she even said that, I was
meltdown.
Yeah, she did.
You could tell Disney paid her for that review.
Oh yeah, she was scared of losing her access. But
Mhm.
even before she mentioned that, I thought to myself, this was almost like a guy's Frozen. You know, it's just about that brotherly love, that bond, and that was. I think that was very well done in the movie.
Yeah. It's a family movie with no agenda. It's just it's a wholesome movie, and that's why it's doing so well. Word of mouth is making this jump up even further. This movie will hit $1 billion. I'm saying it right now. It will. It's already jumped from their prediction a good $20 to $40 million from what they thought it was going to do, and who knows, it might even do better than that.
If this were any other company, like any other game developer, I guarantee we would have saw Super Mario Brothers movie, the game.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
What
I'm thinking.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, because someone asked Miyamoto about that the other day, because Mario Odyssey, the last mainline Mario game, came out the same year as Breath of the Wild, and we've been hearing about this new Zelda game, but we haven't heard anything about a new Mario game. And they asked Shigeru Miyamoto about that last week, maybe earlier this week, and he smiled and said, pay attention to the next Nintendo Direct. So what a lot of people are thinking is they're going to be coming out with the Switch upgrade soon. The next console, or the Switch 2, or whatever it is. Yep. And they think that's why they haven't talked about it, was because it's going to be the release title. Yeah, the launch title. Yeah, hopefully.
Well, not only that, but have you guys played and won Mario Odyssey at all?
I played it a little bit. I didn't beat it.
So, honestly, I loved that game. Like, Mario Odyssey is probably one of my favorite Mario games, 3D wise. But Princess Peach can die in a fire in that game. Like, they have another character, Pauline from Donkey Kong, in there. She's like the mayor of Donk City. And she's she's awesome. Like you rescue her and they like do this big musical number. The whole like world celebrates Mario essentially. You're like playing through a music video, and it's freaking awesome.
I got your dog right here. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But then when you rescue this chick who's like being forced into marriage, like Mario goes in for a kiss and she's it just like leaves him to die on the moon with Bowser, like flies away. And it's like, you bitch.
Wow.
It's the same dynamic. It's like Peach is Mary Jane, and the mayor of New Donk City is the landlord's daughter, almost from Spider-Man.
Go for the landlord's daughter, because that chick was awesome, man. Pauline, I want her in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You son of a bitch. He's doing it again. Everybody's ripping off my bit.
Bad family for life.
Oh no! Are you guys London bridging that?
That guy, he's Robin. That's who that is. That's that Draven. That's Robin. I banged Ra's al Ghul's daughter. We had sex, a lot of sex. I put my penis in her mouth.
Oh.
Have you guys ever seen Bad Batman? Oh my god, that was good. Pete Holmes does that whole bit.
Yep, probably
she stabs him in the ribs, and he's like,
"That's not the only time you stab." I stab
at 9 inches shoved up into your ribs. Am I right? Shit!
All I know though is from the latest the last Mario game. Yeah, screw Peach, man. Go for Pauline. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like Daisy. Like Daisy's like happy and excited that Mario's in what I can't remember, Swazi World or whatever the hell it is in the Game Boy games. Well, and it's like, cool.
It'll joy Chris to know she fails a couple of times in this movie.
Yes.
Daisy's better anyway. I always like Daisy more than.
Yeah, she's more like
Peach.
Like she's not the snobby like I can't even do it, but like that. Just the bitchy, like I'm better than you and I'm an aristocrat. Whereas, Daisy was actually like the kind of the tomboyish one, and it was weird that they kind of swapped that kind of, in the movie. It's like, dude, you've got Daisy.
Red Dress Press is giving it to Fisk. He said Fisk likes that Pauline character. That's a monkey girl. Does that mean him a furry?
No.
Oh, snap.
Somebody clearly hasn't played Donkey Kong.
Hold on, there's so much drama here. Let me get a drink and bash other creators.
For what it's worth, too, again, without getting too into spoilers, you do get a minor Pauline Easter egg in the
Nice.
movie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but she
bring her
was.
I missed that.
Like they wrote how many other than the main Mario theme, like when have you ever heard like a theatrical production for Mario? And that's exactly what she did in Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole theme song, like with lyrics and everything. Like,
And it like celebrated his entire legacy,
Yep.
not just the game, but everything you've been through with Mario since the 80s.
Hold on, we got another one here. Chris, Red Dress, he asked Harvey Dent, can we trust him? Well, even though his name's Two-Faced, he's more trustworthy than a lot of these two-faced creators out there in the CG world and the Phantom Menace world. Remember that. I'm the world's greatest detective. We sniffed that shit out. Isn't that right, She-Hulk? Shut up. I'm still banging you.
damn. I want to stuff you all in lockers.
Yeah, we're setting off Papa Cotton. He can't say that we're talking about a cartoon movie. It's infuriating him right now. And John Wick 4, because he hates sequels. John Wick 4 is at the same level as 1. It's a damn good movie, and it wraps up the whole thing. So
I didn't get a chance to sit after the credits to see the scene, but I know what happens. But
oh, you did hear? Okay.
yeah, I did hear what happens. But I hope they do something with Donnie Yen or whatever.
Yeah, Donnie Yen's awesome.
Yeah, he is fantastic, dude. Ip Man,
It makes me
so
want to
good.
go watch the IP or the Ip Man series that I haven't seen.
First one is by far the best. Like it, but like it's not that the others are bad. It's just you definitely want to start with number one. Like
There's a series with him too on something as well. Donnie Yen.
Probably. He's done a ton of work. He's like one of their biggest action stars.
Mm-hmm.
But Ip Man 1 and 2, fantastic.
Yeah.
3 and 4, you don't really have to watch them, but they're still good. They're still entertaining. I mean, if you want to see him fight Mike Tyson, that's what 3's for.
What, Ip Man 3?
Yeah, he fights Mike
Wow.
Tyson. It's like, I'm starting to lose my suspension of disbelief here.
Jeez.
But it was a good fight. I'll give him that. It was a good fight. It was entertaining. But there wasn't too much going on. 1 and 2 is actually closer to the actual life of Ip Man. That's for those who don't know. That's Bruce Lee's Sifu, his trainer and everything. And guy had an amazing, crazy life, and it's some pretty epic stuff.
Yeah,
really, he was an amazing guy.
Tonight.
Yeah, dude, killer. And I love that in John Wick. He does that shit too. When you see him, like, it's something he's done in multiple movies where, like, he does those punches, like he's on a Wing Chun dummy, where it's close and into the chest.
Yeah, the what do they call it?
Rapid
Drum
fire
roll or the barrel roll, or
Yeah, he does that a couple of times in the John Wick movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is so good." That movie was a lot of fun, so highly recommend it. Excellent stuff. But, I guess we could start wrapping up. I think, because we're going to be over on Draven's channel. He's got a lot going on. Oh, that's the Pauline.
Yeah, this is Pauline.
Oh yeah, she's in the mobile version of Mario Kart, but it's like, dude, put her in the real game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
As the world's greatest
Jessica
detective,
Rabbit.
Mario. She's a brunette. She's got blue eyes. That's more for the Italians anyway. Get her.
Isn't she? She's who you save in the original Donkey Kong game, right?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's her right there on the left in Pixel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Holy crap.
Yeah, basically it's like Jessica Rabbit, but not as like, oomph.
Yeah. Which is, again, that's great stuff. I thought I saw another comment here. I went past. Sorry, we were talking about that other stuff before, but Samba Gogo was saying it too. Yeah, he's massively overdue, campaigns, late shit. Yeah, again, it's just really horrible stuff. And the Frog also, he said it on a stream. I saw it broke down. He's happy about taking backer information and putting it out there. He's doxing his backers. That's disgusting. He literally said it. There's videos after videos. I think I even retweeted one of them. That is demented. That's destroying consumer trust completely. That's horrible. There's no excuse to do that. I said multiple times, no excuse. But there's a reason why shit's been falling apart and failing, and it's disgusting. You know, people need to stay in their own lanes, mind your own business, get your shit done. And yeah, it's just if you can't get along, then yeah, go your separate ways. Over here, we get along. We're having a good time. We're going to continue that. But speaking of which, yeah, tonight we got some cool stuff happening. And yeah, since Draven's there, we'll let her rip, brother.
Yeah, so tonight is going to be our Super Wrestling show, where we basically cover the week's worth of shows. So it's going to be like 6 hours worth of wrestling. So we have Dynamite. This is the card for Dynamite. And then we have Rampage. And then after Rampage, there's an extra hour with Battle of the Belts.
Oh, nice. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the Anna Jay versus Julia match. That's good. Yeah.
And then we also have ROH. We're going to be watching that as well.
Awesome. Oh, wait. Who is Cargill fighting?
Cargill is fighting that Billy. I forget her name. Shit. Let me bring it back up. Not Billy.
The Phenom chick, the young champ.
Should read in the dictionary.
Billy every girl.
Billy Starks.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that should be good.
Yeah.
We know Cargill's going to wipe the Florida, but it's still going to be
good.
But yeah, so Rampage is 2 hours tonight. So this is the extra hour is Battle of the Belts 6. And then we have the ROH, which is 2 hours, and then we have Wednesday night's Dynamite, which is 2 hours. So should be an awesome show. Always fun doing these. Always fun being over here on the channel. And thanks for having me.
Dude, absolutely, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, looking forward to watching those awesome matches. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You gotta watch the taste of WrestleMania.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The first like I already watched Dynamite already. The first like 3 minutes are like
better than those 2 days.
Better than both of those days, in my opinion. And the MJF moment, which I don't know if you're gonna be able to be here for it, Chris. Is fucking awesome.
Oh no. You know, it is Passover this week, so I hope he plays that one up.
Well, it's MJF Day, so.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's gonna be fun. That guy's great. He's crazy.
Yes.
Awesome. He's one hell of a heel. Yeah, he does it right. That's gonna be good. I'll say the highlight of WrestleMania, aside from seeing Ripley win the belt and celebrating with Ric Flair. I thought that was that still makes me laugh. He beats the daughter, and then she's hugging the father because her storyline's the other way around with the Dominic shit. But the highlight, aside from that, was watching Shane's ACL explode.
Oh, yeah.
I feel so bad laughing.
He was in the ring for like 30 seconds. He does a foot shuffle. He leapfrogs over the guy. He lands, and that's it. Game over.
Pow!
He tried to get back up like it's not that bad. He just fucking collapsed.
Yeah, he just noped. He's like, yeah, okay, it is that bad.
He had the knees of a 90-year-old woman.
Oh no! Larry Bird
kids,
plus prostitute.
Don't
turn
do
it into his
steroids.
Papa.
It's just hilarious.
Kind of irony, like at WrestleMania, Linda McMahon stepped out of the wheelchair, and so many years later, Shane gets put in one.
Oh my god! Thank you for that, Tony. Just for that, let the good folks know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at TToneDef. Check me out at Monotony. That's a 0 in the middle there. On YouTube, probably going to start uploading shorts again soon. I've been busy educating myself these past few months, but yeah, it was a good time. Hail to the chat, and make sure to check out ETEP's stream tomorrow as well. We'll be really going in depth for Mario. I can't wait to get into it, but there's for those who have seen it, the last, the post-credit scene, the final scene, there's a lot more thought put into that than even I realized at first till it was brought to my attention. So I'll be talking about that. And yeah, just hail to everyone. I hope you all have a great weekend.
Nice, man.
Have a nice Easter weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
People, if you're religious and whatnot, yeah. Most people are going to be spending time with their families, and that's a good thing. Send out good messages out there. Another great person we have on panel, also a family person. We got Tina Bojan. Let the good folks know where they can find you.
Well, gosh, this weekend I'm not doing anything Easter related. The boys and I are just going to pretend the holiday doesn't exist, other than going to church. So it should be an awesome weekend. As far as where you can find me when I'm not with these awesome guys, I will be on with Legion of Memers tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I am also on Sporky Nude Podcast on Wednesday nights to talk about all kinds of geek stuff, because it's the best Scott stream, because there's no Scott on the stream. So check us out.
Jeez. Shots fired. Shots fired. That reminds me of my parents, how they died in Crime Alley. Thank you, Tina. No, it's usually Chris who cheers me up, but thank you so much for that. Okay. No, Tina's awesome. Yeah, go check her out on all that stuff. She's always a great person to have on here. I don't know why she has Bad Take Bojan up there, but
I'm sorry. That is my new channel name, according to Grant Gregory, because I have such sucky taste in MCU content. So
no.
So I forgot to change. I forgot to change that. I usually only use it for Scott's channel.
Oh shit, that's funny. Oh my god. But speaking of somebody who his takes are usually spot on, but I think he's wrong with Mario. Here's Chris Fisk.
Or perhaps I'm the only one. That's right. No, just kidding. Yeah. Thanks for having me, man. Sorry, I had to jump in late like that. I was. In fact, if I could, for a moment, just shill one of my buddy's books that launched this week, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, you could go for it.
Sweet, thanks. So yeah, Immortal Rising launched a couple of days ago. It's over on Indiegogo. This is my buddy Aaron C's book. It's basically, it's got Jose Garcia art in it. He did the interiors and the covers. This guy cared so much about his product that he literally made an original edition, like a first edition, ran it through the wood chipper that is your editors and your proofreaders, and they said, yeah, don't do that. So he threw it all out and remade it completely. And now we get a Jose Garcia version, which is 44 pages, 34 with one story and 10 with another. This is Jose's art. This is the cover for the new book. It's got some cool interiors, and as Red Dress Press would say, it's got some simp bait, because that right there is saying,
yeah,
give me some money, pay pig. I mean, that's a thick elf. And it's got some awesome like armor designs. Like reminds me of like Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, it does.
Hell yeah. If you're interested in high fantasy, it's funny because it's like, it's a man after my own heart. I mean, the guy basically did exactly what I'm doing with Infinitale. This is based off of his role-playing game sessions that he's chronicled into a cohesive story. And you get all these cool perks, and there's various add-ons you can toss in. And if you grab everything, you can get the unedited original version. So it would be an interesting collectors to see, if and when this takes off, you'd be like, oh yeah, I got the OG.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're interested in fantasy comics, man, check out Immortal Rising on Indiegogo. And thanks again for having me, Vinny.
Cool, man, dude. Always, man. Chris, you're awesome. Everyone, go back Chris's projects as well. You still have it on Amazon. You're working on the sequel. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. Infinitale Comics. Go check them out. Man. Dude, Chris, thanks for popping in. I know work had you all kind of all over the place. But guys, I do have a couple of fantastic projects as well. If you guys have not seen them before, which again, if you're here, you've seen them. They're all available. They ship immediately. Again, 5 out of 5 stars on all of this from the fans. They call me the Fulfillment King. There's a reason for it. You're going to get quality. You're going to get the best stuff. It ships immediately. And I am working on City of Venus too as we speak. I've been doing some amazing stuff. I am still doing freelance work as well. That's why it's taking me a minute to get more stuff out there. But I'm not running the campaign until, like I said, I'm kind of ready to launch, because I don't want to just be sitting on people's money. I'm not going to do that to you guys. So it's going to be awesome though. I promise you, it's going to be a bigger book as well. For those who've gotten Shadow of the Kraken, it's going to be pretty much the same size, perfect bound. That's what I'm gonna do from here on out. Somewhere around like 50 something pages. That's what we're going with. And I think it's a better format all around. You're gonna get more story, more artwork. You guys wanted that, so that's what I'm giving to you. Through the Woods, hardcover book. You got everything in there. 100 pages. 100 pages. You guys are gonna dig it. Again, shout out to the Kraken, 52 pages. Amazing pirate story. Everyone who's gotten these, they are blown away. They're surprised by the story too. They didn't really know what to expect. And everyone's super happy with them. And I keep getting messages, when's the next one coming? When's the next one coming? It's just me right now. So a little bit of patience, but guys, it's going to be top quality. I can guarantee you that. Really good stuff. And I want to showcase, since I talked about it a little bit earlier, another fantastic project that I think is going to be closing soon. Kakashi Murder Dolls. This is another fantastic one. Jump on this before it is gone, because this is an amazing story. It's shipping now. And he has again, praise from the top manga creators in the world. Dragon Ball creator, One Piece creator, Hero Academia. A lot of this other stuff I don't know because I don't really watch too much anime and stuff. But I know that they are well respected. This is direct from Shonen Jump. They praise Liam's writing on Xenotype. Again, all of his stuff is kind of connected and what he's done. His next project that he's going to release, it's coming soon, and that's why people are trying to shit talk him. Because, again, they're trying to hurt them in. They're trying to hurt the reputation, and that's horrible. Mind your business. Do your own shit. Get your own projects done. But this is top tier. Yuka Cross did an amazing job on this book. Her work keeps getting better and better. The stuff she's doing on Wonder Island is incredible. He added like an extra 100 to 120 pages on that one. So that's why it's taken a little bit of time.
Wow.
All the pencils are done. All the inks are done. It's just they're like coloring the last bunch of pages. So Wonder Island's going to be coming this year as well, and maybe a couple of months. It's getting closer. So that I do know, and it is a glorious looking project. So if you guys haven't seen that, I highly suggest jumping on that as well. Let's see if we can get to that campaign. Should be over here. Yeah, Wonder Island. So if you guys haven't seen that one, jump on this one too. They updated some of this stuff, and holy crap, the colors that his colors are doing is like next level stuff. Some really fun stuff. This project is for the entire family, and for some reason, wow, I hate that Streamer does this all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
It's one at a time. You can't just swap things out. All right. So this is Wonder Island. Again, the coloring on this, the updates that they've been doing, jaw-dropping stuff. I think this one's going to be close to 200 pages or something. It's insane. It's a massive book.
Wow.
And it's like like kind of fantasy stuff. If you're into like Peter Pan, like the Irish folklore stuff. It's a mix of a lot of different things. But again, this is a family story. This is for everyone. There's some really funny moments that happen in this as well. I've seen a lot of the pages. I help Yuka, with her artwork. I trained her a little bit too, and this is some really cool stuff. So don't listen to the horse shit from again horrible people who are just looking for attention from others. This stuff is glorious. You have backers on here. They're drawing in tears, and this is some epic stuff. He created a huge universe. I would again highly recommend it. You got flavors of Mario in here with rainbow bridges and stuff and other things going on. But yeah, it's fun. It's action packed. So I highly recommend those. Check them all out. Everybody, thank you for being here today. I'll still try to do an Easter stream.
Nope.
I'll play it by ear on Easter because again, family stuff and everything else. So, but if I'm here, we'll do it. So. Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Keely, please stop using Comicsgate in my chat. I think it's hurting my channel and algorithms as well. It's just anything that's attached to that is poison at this point, at least for me. So I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. But Keely, you're a good dude. Everyone out there, thank you so much to Red Dress, Brutal Morningwood, Sentinel, Tommy, Trina, Papa Cotton, sorry we pissed you off so much today.
You're all locker gnomes to me.
Stig, thank you. It's funny too because I was the jock and the nerd, so you could have a balance. It's possible. But let's see. Who else? Who are we missing? You? I think it's Samba Gogo. Marinus, thank you for being here as well. Brian Kriskow. The lovely Sherry. Adega. I think we hit her in Brutal Morningwood. Might have said that. Don't remember. But yeah, everybody, thank you for being here. Again, you guys and girls are awesome. Keep being real. Keep being genuine. That's what we're going to continue to do here. And yeah, catch us on Dravens. So yeah, we'll... and for those who are just scummy and horrible, well, this is for you.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!